please come and talk to us if you're thinking of Japan as your next place. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nicole, for sharing. Finally, may we invite Mr. Jonathan Jeon, founder and CEO of CNTTech Company Limited, to join in from Korea to introduce local opportunities for overseas startups. Please welcome Jonathan.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Name of Hong Kong. I'm Jonathan, CEO of CNTTech. I'm honored to be here to share the Korean startup ecosystem and investment experience. A bit about myself. I'm an entrepreneur, investor, professor, and enthusiastic filmmaker. I'm the competitive swimmer and ski lover as well. As an entrepreneur, I've run the company for 17 years quite successfully. Since 2012, I've invested in over 100 startups. Last year, the Korean government accredited my effort in investment. I've been granted the presidential citation for promotion of startup investment. With my 17 years experience in CNTTech, we started with the food tech platform business in 2003. It consists of 5 main channels such as contact center, online mobile, Kakao, and kiosk. These channels support over 100 clients, not only in Korea, but also globally. Our annual sales volume is approximately $1 billion US. The photos you see here are kiosks from CNTTech installed in Hong Kong KFC. Already CNTTech has our presence in Hong Kong. Based on our successful company operation, we've accelerated over 500 startups since 2012. And amongst them, we invest over 100 companies, and the total amount of our investment is about $10 million. And I'm proud and thankful to say we have successfully exited case. CNTTech was ranked second largest number of investment in Korea last year. Amongst our 8 exit cases, I believe you guys may know Phuket, the ASEAN #1 food culture creation platform, is also one of our best reference. Phuket have successfully run business to date. Last year, they've earned over $20 million and raised over $10 million funds. Well, those were the introduction of my company and investment experience. Now, I'm going to talk about Korean startup scene. Why Korea? Let's look at the Korean startup scene at a glance. Obviously, Korean ICT and gaming industry is doing well. NC, Line, PUBG. I believe most of you already know that. Plus, companies like Kakao, Coupon achieved multi-billion-dollar valuation. Even though they will all have each problem to solve, but considerably, they are all doing quite well. Moving on to traditional sector, Korean conglomerates such as Samsung, Hyundai, and LG are also joining the startup scene. Plus, now even global entities like Google, SoftBank, and Tencent are setting their foot in Korea. This proves a point. The Korean startup ecosystem has its potential and running quite well. Due to these multiple factors, Korea was ranked #1 in Bloomberg Global Innovation Index. Plus, today's COVID-19 situation, I believe Korea is by far one of the safest countries in the world. I would invite and welcome you to Korea once travel restrictions are more relaxed. If you look at this slide, there are multiple players in the scene. CNT is by far one of the leading players, doing our very best continuously to enhance and power the startup ecosystem. Next, why should international startup, I mean Hong Kong startup, come to Korea? Korea is built in excellent infrastructure for startups, such as world's fastest internet speed. 5G was launched in 2018, and huge B2B client of yours like Samsung and LG, they are always seeking for the new technology and solution to apply to their product. Having said that, Korea is also well-organized test bed for international startups. Lastly, the Korean government has pursued inviting the leading global tech startup to Korea. On the right side of the slide, there are some excellent programs for you guys. Amongst them, I want to introduce the practical tips for you. Okay, K-Startup Grand Challenge. I'm pretty sure that some of you are curious about the K-Startup Grand Challenge. K-Startup Grand Challenge is a global acceleration program to provide excellent overseas startups with the support and opportunities for investment that they need to launch their business in Asia and make Korea as Asia #1 startup business hub. We provide the participant with fun, free office, space, one-to-one mentorship, and so on. For startups that are less than 7 years old or pre-entrepreneur whose representative hold a foreign nationality, also with a clear objective to expand into Asia by using Korean market as a stepping stone, can apply. Target sectors vary from AI, blockchain to beauty, but any startup with a brilliant idea are welcome to apply to our program. As you can see, this year over 2,600 teams from 118 countries applied for KSGC. Last year, 1,667 teams from 95 countries have applied for the KSGC. For the past 4 years, the total of 7,402 teams from 155 countries have applied for the KSGC. Considering that we accept 30 to 80 teams each year, the competition is quite intense. This is overall timeline of 2020 K-Startup Grand Challenge. We will provide various advantages to top 60 teams within 3.5 months, such as office space, project space, settlement fund, and prize and grant. Here is the process of KSGC 2020. The acceleration program will start from September 1st to November 30th. The final demo day will take place in 19th and 21 November. In the course of acceleration, we will provide various mentoring sessions each month. As I previously mentioned, top 60 teams will be staying in Korea to participate in 3.5 months long acceleration program with various benefits. Besides, we will make sure their visa application is processed in timely manner. This is part of a government's OASIS program, organized especially for foreign entrepreneurs. Besides help with the visa insurance, they will also have the access to administrative support, translation, and interpretation to make sure that they can work conveniently and effectively while in Korea. These are financial benefits of KSGC 2020. If you get selected as top 60, you will rewarded around 10,000 to 15,000 USD. If you pass the final demo day as top 5, you would receive prize money from 10,000 to 120,000 USD. If you pass final demo day but not top 5, you are still eligible for funding round 10,000 to 15,000 USD. Here are photos of Pangyo Startup Campus. We have a subway line that goes direct to Gangnam Station. Startup that participated in KSGC 2016 to 2019 made astonishing achievement for last 4 years. The following is just glimpse of their achievement. Okay, this is the end. Thanks again for giving me the honor to introduce the Korean startup scene, myself, my company. I hope in coming future, there will be another chance to show Korean startup scene to Hong Kong and world, and most importantly, having you guys interested in coming to the Korean market. Till then, my best wishes. Stay safe and hope to see you in 2021. 도제.
Thank you, Jonathan. May Jonathan please remain online, and let's welcome back Jaclyn, Narusan, and Nicole again to join the Q&A session. For audiences, you're still welcome to raise questions through the Q&A box next to the video frame. Okay, so we do have some questions from the floor. So the first one is for Nicole. So the audiences are actually interested that because in your presentation, you mentioned that the Japanese government is offering tax incentives and subsidies to startups, and they're interested in the scope of the scheme and whether do they cover overseas startups or any particular sector do these subsidies cover? Nicole, I think you have muted yourself. Yeah.
Yes, I'm done. Okay, thanks for the question. I did, it was a very generic statement, that there are numbers of many different schemes at the very different levels government. And most of them are targeted towards companies in Japan, but that does not exclude foreign funded companies who are established in Japan. So if you set up your own entity, say subsidiary of your head office, parent company in Hong Kong, then you'll be entitled to apply for those incentives. Some cities offer more startup subsidies, and say Fukuoka City, for example, helps you to pay your setup cost and some other cost when you're coming as a first city, as a base in Japan. So that is one example, and there are many more. And depending on your business sector and what you're trying to do, what can be applicable to you vary. So if you could just come to us, then we probably be able to help you sorting out that information.
Thank you, Nicole. I think the audiences will definitely come to JETRO to know more about the subsidy scheme. And the audiences are also interested in whether there are similar examples in Thailand and Korea. Maybe Narusan and Jonathan can help with that. Do your government have any schemes for attracting talents or any subsidies targeting for startups?
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for the questions. I guess right now our government and the BOI of Thailand has many promotions for the foreign company to set up the startup or SME in Thailand. So like in other countries, so it depends on your businesses, and there are so many things to help you with the tax benefits and all the setup, things and the expenses in Thailand. I guess right now the latest announcement is the EEC, the Eastern Economic Corridor in our provinces. I guess they have a very attractive promotion on setup about the manufacturer, assembler, all the medical devices, and all things that's health related to help this COVID-19 situation pass very soon. So I guess it depends on your business. So I think InnoSpace Thailand can help connected with those BOI and promotions. So you can keep in touch with me and can help all of you guys to do this.
Okay, thank you for the question. As I mentioned, KSGC is a representative the Korean Accelerator Program. So this program provides the office and some kind of a program and mentoring service. But most important thing, there are many good accelerators and venture capital in South Korea. So many foreign startups will have a chance for getting fund from the Korean accelerator and venture capitals. Thank you.
Okay, so the next question is addressing to Jaclyn. So the audiences are actually interested in the international relations. So they are asking whether America's overall policy towards China and Hong Kong, or China's policy towards Hong Kong affect Hong Kong startups more, and why?
Oh, that's a pretty hard question. Sorry, for the first question is the American.
America's overall policy towards China and Hong Kong, or only China's policy towards Hong Kong?
And the question is,
the audiences are interested in which of the policy actually affect Hong Kong startups more.
I think it's equally challenging because unfortunately Hong Kong is in the crossfire between the two countries, and so it's kind of double whammy, just like how the protests and COVID hit at the same time. The instability of politics is creating a lot of uncertainty on top of the global pandemic. So in our opinion, I think it's equally bad, and which is why there's so much uncertainty around setting up in Hong Kong, headquartering in Hong Kong. And I hope that with more education on the national security law and the vagueness of it, I think that companies and startups will be able to navigate their future plans. But until then, I think it remains an unknown for the future of Hong Kong startups. It's a really hard time politically.
And there's another question also addressing to you. The audiences are interested in you offering tips for overseas startups interested in expanding to Hong Kong, and your opinions on whether there are any specific sector that you think is more advantageous to enter Hong Kong, like at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment, I think for foreign startups, it would be biotechnology. The Greater Bay Area is expanding a lot in healthcare and biotech. So anybody in that area of focus is at a great advantage.
I think the same question can be addressed to other speakers, but to your own local country. Like, do you think there are some sectors that should expand to your country? Yeah, maybe you guys can answer in the speaking order. Like, we can have, do you guys have any insight on this question? Like, do you think there are some sectors that should expand to Thailand or Korea or Japan, like at the moment?
No, okay, thank you. So we can start with Thailand. I guess all the AI and the blockchain startup advanced technology about this. I think this is the sector that we are lack of the advanced tech talent, and the startups can come in and see how the business cases in Thailand happen and how to use AI and data monetization to make the business easier. And I think this is our the gap that we are looking for the support from the foreign company. I think this is for Thailand.
The Korea case is Korea. There are many good AI startups, And if the foreign startup come to Korea, there are many chances for gathering the AI data set, and some startup can make relationship with the core technology about AI from the good startups or the government organization. So if the have the competitiveness of AI on you, please come to Korea.
And for Japan, I think in terms of government service, sort of government's attention is on like Internet of Things, blockchain, AI, robotics in that area. So that's all very good. But also, if I want to, I particularly want to mention some areas like disaster prevention, social issues, the resolution. These are the area on the local government levels they're looking for solutions. So I've seen, I've introduced you to some open innovation type of cases. And if you have any technologies or models that solve these problems, I think that'd be very, very welcome. And also the bio and life science area, there is a good set of companies and businesses in Japan, and it's a big enough market because of the corona situation. Japan has introduced quite quickly, rolled out this remote medicine, what the consultation of the doctors. It's now allowed in many cases. So this type of area would be quite interesting for them to come to Japan.
So thank you all for your time. That was a very inspiring and fruitful discussion, obviously. So coming to the end of this session, please feel free to scan the QR code on the screen to send us your feedback. You may also click on the link below event description under the video frame to fill out the questionnaire. We hope you do enjoy and take the most from the event for developing your entrepreneurial journey. Thank you.